here in the early going than we had in last week's run at Milwaukee, which was spectacular in terms of mechanical achievement as well as racing, with only one car failing before the end of the run itself, though it was shortened by only 9 laps. Now, as the pace car works its way off the track, they head for the green flag once again. Led by Al Unser Jr., the green comes out. Mario Andretti is right behind him. But remember, Mario has not yet stopped.
And watch Paul Tracy. Mario's light on fuel. Tracy is heavy. Now watch this there. Pretty easy to pass. Tracy went right by Mario. This is the reason I think Mario's wanting to stay out, is so he can get another yellow and always stay up near the front.
Fittipaldi just ahead of Nigel Mansell. Fittipaldi is 5th.
Bobby, you made the point at the beginning that passing was going to require an act of bravery, but we have seen a lot of clear passing, and I wonder, last year there was a lot of talk about blocking on this track. I think no one is blocking, and the racing is much better for it.
So far right now, Stan, what we're seeing is clear passing by the Penske cars. We've not seen a clear pass by any other car. It would appear to me like the 3 Penske cars are out handling the other one pretty hard so far.
Herter is around Mario Andretti as well, and now Fittipaldi lining up behind Mario. Just ahead here, you got the glimpse from Nigel Mansell's onboard camera. Now you see the 3 of them lying just ahead. Emerson Fittipaldi just in front, and that car number 6, of course, is Mario, with Emerson looking for all the room he can find, and Brian Herta and A.J. Foyt's number 14 just ahead of that.
He'd like to put a little pressure on Mario right there. That's the 6th car right there with the red letter on it, but right behind Emo is none other than Nigel Mansell, so he's just afraid to get too far out of whack, because Mansell will get him right away.
Brian Herta runs in 3rd now. The car is very light, as they have not made their stop for fuel, and both Mario Andretti and Brian Herta have carried the car 26 laps since their last stop, which is actually not the last stop, the start of the race. There goes Fittipaldi.
You can watch Nigel working up on him, getting closer. But Emo needs to move on ahead, but he's having a little problem getting any more speed out of his car. He doesn't seem to be handling quite as good as like little Alan Tracy, I thought.
But this shot offers a superb comparison between the Penske car just ahead of Nigel Mansell with an Ilmor engine and Nigel Mansell with his Lola Ford.
So watching Nigel Mansell as he pursues Emerson Fittipaldi.
He moves right up on him in the tight turns, which is natural. Long straightaways, they move away a little bit.
The sheer difficulty of driving these cars is apparent from these onboard cameras, because you see the number of shifts they have to make, but also the number of small changes to the steering wheel. And you see the barriers run from side to side, the need for absolute precision, and also for looking ahead. If the car, it's 2 cars up, gets in trouble, then you have to know about it. You can't just focus on the road or the car right in front of you.
Riding with Nigel Mansell. From time to time, a little breakup on the signal from the camera. Look, though, Nigel, who started on the pole, has fallen steadily backwards here on the 27th lap, sits in 6th place.
He actually didn't come out of the pits too fast. Their pit stop was a little bit slow, and he lost a lot of positions right there, Paul.
He also knows that he must, if he's going to mount a championship effort, he knows he must succeed today and that he must succeed on road courses.
Mansell still looking for any opportunity on Fittipaldi. And that's where the battle lies. Mario, then Fittipaldi, then Mansell, then Villeneuve, then Gordon, running from 4th back through the field. In fact, from 4th back, they are lined up tightly together. You get a good glimpse of that right there.
Fittipaldi, the only 2-time winner of this race in the race. Very tough customer here. Very confident this morning as I saw him signing autographs, walking around with Emerson. You can tell when he's confident because he shows himself to the public. He's out around. He was confident this morning.
Front of the field, it remains Al Unser Jr. and Paul Tracy. They are not in contest with one another right now. On board now with Scott Goodyear, who runs in 14th place, just ahead of him on the course. From time to time, you should get a glimpse of Stefan Johansson.
Here's a boy that's had a lot of problems so far this year. He just not seemed to working too good with this team. Either that or the team's not working too good with him, but really hasn't been very fast all year.
You He's come up from qualifying position of 21st to run 14th now.
Telemetry here from Delco Electronics. Little different display.
Look at the lateral G's. The meter, the second one from the right. Tells you how much hold he's getting in the turn, how hard his head is pitching over. You can just imagine what that meter is doing. Right and left hand turns.
Here's a man, of course, a Canadian who would love to succeed here. There are 3 Canadians in the race. Paul Tracy is the front-running one at the moment. Jacques Villeneuve is in 7th. He's the second-running Canadian. And Scott Goodyear is the, so to speak, bringing up the rear.
Scott Goodyear's best finish here, an 8th, both in 90 and 91. Of course, driving for a different team at that time.
He would love to succeed in front of his countrymen, of course. Anyone would. And he's never been successful, as you point out, Paul, here.
So Scott Goodyear tries to pursue the rest of the field, which for the moment is strung out just a bit, with 29 of 77 laps complete and Little Al leading. Nigel Mansell now on the move as he is strongly in pursuit of Emerson Fittipaldi, has closed up to just behind him.
He takes a run at him, he gets up there, works him real hard, and then he backs off. What he's doing is he's locking up his front brakes a little bit on some of the turns that he's like to pass Emo on. Look how close he is right now. Now he's starting another pressure run on him, Paul.
So Mansell right in close competition now. Close contact, though Fittipaldi handling a little better through these corners. These shots from overhead give you a great idea, a good perspective of the closures under braking and then under acceleration.
What he's doing is he wants to put the pressure. He's putting the pressure really hard on Emo, and he wants him to feel the pressure. He wants Emo to make a little bit of a mistake. Obviously, Emo's car is not working as good as the 2 other Penske cars.
Remember that when we have these great chopper shots like this, there is an optical effect that you have to take into consideration. When they seem to be further apart on the straight than they are in the slow turns, that's not necessarily because the car ahead is out accelerating or out speeding the other one. It's just that the time interval between the 2 cars is still the same, but that time interval is bigger. I mean, the distance interval is bigger on the straight than it is in a tight turn.
So at the front, it remains Al.